The Army has seen things the world was never meant to know. From forgotten bunkers buried in the jungle, to frozen wastelands hiding what should have stayed buried. Each discovery left more questions than answers. Tonight, we count 15 terrifying discoveries made by the Army in remote places, ordered from the least to the most disturbing. So, don't look away, because the last one might be the most chilling thing ever found on camera. Number 15. Since 1974, South Korean troops have uncovered a network of tunnels secretly dug beneath the demilitarized zone, direct invasion routes from North Korea. The first discovery happened when soldiers on patrol noticed steam rising from the frozen ground. What they found below shocked them: electric lighting, ventilation systems, sleeping quarters, and space large enough to move 30,000 troops per hour towards Seoul. To this day, 4 tunnels have been officially found, but satellite scans suggest there could be more, hidden deep beneath the border. Some believe new passages are still being excavated, silently in the dark earth beneath one of the most heavily armed borders in the world. Number 14. In August 1990, 2 hikers in the Scottish Highlands captured what's now called the clearest UFO photo ever taken. They claimed a massive diamond-shaped object hovered silently near their location, while a Royal Air Force jet circled nearby, as if observing it. The photograph was immediately confiscated by the Ministry of Defense, classified for more than 30 years, and never publicly acknowledged. When the image finally resurfaced in 2022, experts were stunned. No official explanation was given, and the original negatives remain missing. To this day, no one knows what those 2 men truly witnessed that evening. Only that the Calvine photograph remains one of the greatest unsolved military UFO mysteries ever recorded. Number 13. Off the coast of California, in 2004, U.S. Navy pilots from the USS Nimitz encountered something that defied every law of aerodynamics they knew. Their instruments locked onto a white, oval-shaped object, moving erratically at incredible speed. No wings, no exhaust, no visible propulsion. When one pilot tried to intercept, the craft suddenly accelerated and vanished from radar. Moments later, it reappeared, 60 miles away, in less than a second. The incident remained classified until the Pentagon officially released the FLIR footage years later, confirming the encounter was real but unexplained. Some believe it was advanced human technology, others something far beyond that. Whatever it was, the tic-tac UFO remains one of the most credible mysteries in modern military history. Number 12. In 2022, a U.S. military MQ-9 Reaper drone patrolling over the Middle East captured something extraordinary. A small metallic sphere streaked across the sky at incredible speed. No wings, no exhaust trail, no sign of propulsion. The object's motion was smooth, deliberate, almost aware. When the footage was analyzed, radar and infrared failed to identify any aircraft in the area. Later, the Pentagon's AARO office presented the clip to Congress, confirming it was genuine, but still unresolved. Investigators called it a UAP of interest. Skeptics called it a camera glitch. But those who have studied the frame-by-frame footage say it behaves unlike anything known in aviation today. Number 11. In 1999, an expedition funded by National Geographic and assisted by the Argentine Army reached the icy summit of Mount Lululelaco, nearly 7,000 meters above sea level. There, buried inside a stone shrine, they discovered 3 Inca children, perfectly preserved by the cold for more than 5 centuries. Their skin, hair, and even internal organs remained intact, as if they had fallen asleep moments ago. Tests revealed they had been ritually sacrificed, given coca leaves and chicha, before their final moments. Known today as the Children of Lulelako, their serene expressions contrast with the horror of their fate. Each detail, the clothing, the braids, the frozen stillness, feels hauntingly alive. Scientists call it the most well-preserved sacrifice ever found, and one of the most unsettling reminders of how far devotion once went. Number 10. During World War II, airmen stationed in the Pacific witnessed one of the most haunting incidents ever reported. A lone P-40 Warhawk appeared above Pearl Harbor, riddled with bullet holes, its propeller barely turning. Ground crews scrambled to guide it in, but instead of landing, the aircraft made a slow circle over the base, then plunged into a nearby field. When rescuers reached the crash site, the cockpit was empty. No pilot, no trace of blood. Only a single charred handprint pressed into the glass canopy. Records confirmed the serial number. The same fighter reported destroyed in combat days earlier, hundreds of miles away. Some say it was a mechanical failure. Others insist it was a final mission flown by a ghost. The legend endures as the chilling tale of the Phantom P-40 of Pearl Harbor. Number 9. While on patrol through the remote Mexican highlands, a military squad reported hearing something they couldn't explain. At first, it sounded like a woman crying in the distance. But the screams grew louder, distorted, almost inhuman. Locals warned them about a bruja, a witch said to roam those mountains at night, luring travelers with her voice. The soldiers searched the area, their lights catching strange movement between the rocks. Then, silence, followed by a shriek that froze everyone in place. No one ever identified what made those sounds. The video spread online, showing the moment their patrol turned from routine to terror, a haunting encounter in the wilderness of Mexico that remains unexplained. Number 8. During an intense bombardment, a group of Israeli soldiers took shelter inside a damaged building. As they filmed the chaos outside, one of them noticed something staring back. A figure behind a shattered window, motionless and pale, with eyes that reflected the blasts like mirrors. At first, they thought it was a civilian trapped inside. But when the next explosion lit the room, the figure had vanished. No one entered, no one left. The soldiers reviewed the clip later, frame by frame, and the outline appeared unmistakably humanoid, yet distorted. Some said it was just debris and smoke. Others swear they captured something not of this world. Whatever it was, that night left them certain. Not everything seen in war zones can be explained by combat. Number 7. An unidentified aerial pursuit has captured global attention. Witnesses on the ground recorded a military aircraft chasing a glowing object across the clouds, an object moving in sudden, impossible bursts of speed. The footage shows the craft changing direction without deceleration, executing maneuvers far beyond known human technology. Even trained pilots admitted the flight pattern was beyond comprehension. Officials have offered no statement. No country has claimed responsibility for the object. Some suggest it was experimental equipment. Others believe it was something not built on Earth. Whatever it was, the encounter remains one of the clearest modern recordings of a military jet in pursuit of the unexplained. Number 6. In 1919, just after World War I, members of an RAF squadron gathered for a commemorative photograph. When the photo was later developed, one face stood out. A man smiling faintly from the back row, partially hidden behind another pilot. That man was Freddy Jackson, a mechanic who had died 2 days earlier, accidentally struck by an aircraft propeller. Yet his image appeared among his comrades, as if he'd joined them one last time. The photo remained unpublished until 1975, when Sir Victor Goddard, a retired officer from the same unit, shared it publicly. Experts suggested a possible double exposure, but no records of a second photo session were ever found. Over a century later, the Freddy Jackson photograph remains one of the most chilling and debated ghost images in military history. Number 5. In the early hours of the morning, security cameras at a military barracks recorded something that startled the guards on duty. Through the mist and shadows, the figure of a soldier appeared, walking in slow, deliberate steps, as if still on patrol. His uniform was outdated, his posture rigid, the march perfectly synchronized, yet no personnel were scheduled at that post that night. When officers reviewed the footage, the corridor was completely empty. No signs of tampering, no heat signature, no explanation. Some claim it was a camera glitch. Others believe it was the spirit of a soldier who never stopped serving his watch. Whatever the truth, the recording from that base remains one of the most unnerving pieces of military surveillance ever captured. Number 4. A military helicopter flying over the Atlantic captured something moving far below the surface. At first, the crew thought it was a pod of whales, until the serpentine silhouettes began to coil and shift, each one easily over 20 meters long. Analysts later nicknamed them the titanoboas of the sea. Their movements were fluid, synchronized, almost intelligent. Skeptics insist it was digital distortion or a trick of the currents. But others believe the footage reveals something ancient, a species thought extinct that may still dwell in the ocean's depths, far beyond the reach of human exploration. Number 3. In 2012, according to several mystery reports, a U.S. military unit exploring caves in Afghanistan made an astonishing discovery. A massive metallic structure buried deep underground, shaped like an ancient vimana, a flying craft described in sacred Hindu texts. Witnesses claimed the object emitted a faint magnetic field, and that several soldiers vanished after approaching it. No photos or official documents ever surfaced, and the Pentagon has never confirmed any such operation. The story spread quickly through alternative media, some calling it proof of ancient advanced technology, others dismissing it as pure fabrication. Whether myth or suppressed truth, the tale of the Afghan vimana endures as one of the most persistent and chilling legends of modern military archaeology. Number 2. During World War II, a Soviet division stationed deep in the wilderness vanished under horrific circumstances. When a search team arrived, they found shredded uniforms, blood trails, and claw marks gouged into tree trunks. At first, commanders blamed wolves or bears, until they discovered the body of a soldier, stripped of his skin, hanging from a branch several meters high. No known animal could have done it. The attacks were too precise, the brutality too deliberate. Rumors spread among the troops of a creature hunting men, one that moved silently through the snow and struck only at night. Official reports remain sealed, but among surviving veterans, the legend endures, the nameless beast that massacred an entire Soviet unit. Number 1. Deep within the mountains of Afghanistan, a U.S. patrol stumbled upon something that never appeared in official reports. Inside, they found human remains scattered across the floor, and from the shadows emerged a figure unlike anything known. It stood over 3.5 meters tall, with gray skin and fiery red hair. The confrontation was violent, but brief. When the creature fell, its massive body was reportedly airlifted to a secret military facility. This photograph, said to be taken before transport, shows troops guarding a colossal humanoid form beneath a tarp, its proportions defying all logic. No record of the event exists. No soldier has ever spoken publicly. Some claim it was a Nephilim, a remnant of ancient myth. Others whisper of a classified biological experiment, whether legend, cover-up, or forbidden truth. The story of the giant of Kandahar remains one of the most chilling mysteries in modern military history. Would you like me to add time codes or suggest visual assets for these sections?